Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about a drama thriller film called White God from 2014. Enjoy your viewing. It all starts with a 13-year-old girl named Lily. Ever since her parents divorced, she has had a hard time getting along with them. That is why she has only one friend, a red dog from the street named Hagen, with whom she spends all her free time. Lily's mother is about to leave for a business trip and asks her ex-husband Daniel to look after their daughter and her dog. The last time he saw his daughter was when she was a child. The man does not like dogs, but he is willing to sacrifice his comfort for Lily's sake. During dinner, the girl treats the dog to her food, and this annoys her father. At night, the man was adamantly against Hagen sleeping in the room with them. Daniel locked him in the bathroom, and the dog barked all over the house. To calm her pet down, the girl plays a melody and goes to bed next to him. The next morning, an animal control inspector comes to Daniel's house, and because of complaints from the neighbors, the man has to pay a tax for keeping the dog. Daniel is furious because he has to pay for his ex-wife's dog. Lily is worried that her father will send Hagen to an animal shelter. That's why she takes the dog to music school with her and hides it in a closet. During the lesson, the dog runs out of the closet and disrupts the lesson. The angry teacher demands that Lily take the dog out of the classroom, but the girl cannot leave her friend alone, so she leaves the lesson. Soon, Daniel finds out about it all, and in a rage, he demands that Hagen be taken to an animal shelter. The girl doesn't want to say goodbye to her best friend and tries to convince her father to pay the tax for the dog, but the father is not going to do it. He stops the car and throws Hagen out, despite his daughter's tears. The dog tries to catch up with his owner, but ends up in the middle of the highway. At night, Lily is going to look for Hagen, but her father controls her for a long time. The dog waits faithfully for his mistress, trying to find food. Following the scent, he finds a butcher shop. Teaming up with another dog, they try to eat some meat. The owner of the shop comes running and wants to grab Hagen to hurt him. But luckily, Hagen's new friend helps him, and they manage to escape. The new friend leads Hagen to an abandoned yard where stray dogs live their lives. The next day, a dog-catching service finds this place, and the friends have to run away again, trying to hide from their pursuers. Hagen finds a homeless man feeding a trusting dog and puts a rope on him. Meanwhile, Daniel drags his daughter to the music school and makes her apologize. The girl convinces her father and teacher that she will not look for the dog again. However, after the lesson, she finds the place where they left Hagen, but she does not find her friend there. The girl doesn't give up and puts up notices everywhere about the dog's disappearance. That evening, the man gives Hagen to the owner of a restaurant in exchange for a plate of food. The next day, a man named Ray comes to the restaurant owner to buy a dog to participate in dogfighting. He is offered large and aggressive dogs, but he chooses Hagen. The man feeds him food with various additives to build muscle. He regularly beats him with a whip and puts him through grueling training. After that, Hagen is unrecognizable. The dog loses the remnants of his friendliness and turns into a cruel beast, ready to tear his opponent to pieces at any moment. After a while, Ray goes with Hagen to a dogfight, betting a lot of money on his dog's victory. Hagen is put into a fight against a large black dog. To everyone's surprise, the red dog manages to defeat his opponent. While his new owner rejoices in the victory, the red dog sadly watches his opponent being taken away. Fascinated by Hagen's aggressiveness, one of the spectators tries to buy Ray's dog back, but at that moment the lights go out in the arena. Ray thinks that someone has stolen the dog, but Hagen seizes the moment to run away from the cruel man. At the same time, Lily is running home through the night streets. She accidentally meets Alex, a classmate from music school. She has long been in love with him. The girl does not want to return to her father and asks Alex to take her to a nightclub. At first, the guy refuses, but later decides to use her to bring various substances and alcohol to the club. Alex's plan works, and he leaves Lily alone and goes to have fun with another girl. She gets jealous and decides to get drunk and falls asleep. In the morning, the police find her in possession of illegal substances at the club and then take her to the police station. Since the test for illegal substances was negative, Lily is handed over to her worried father, Daniel. He cries with guilt over what could have happened to his daughter. The man realizes that his daughter has grown up and offers her to take another dog from the shelter. However, the girl cannot forget Hagen, so she refuses the new dog. Meanwhile, Hagen returns to the abandoned yard where he finds his friend. They play together by the river, searching for scraps of food. But their peaceful life is interrupted again by the dog-catching service. This time, they manage to catch the dog. The red dog notices a woman performing a procedure on a sick dog in the next room. Fortunately, Hagen escaped the same fate. When the staff distributes food, the dog does not even touch it, as he no longer trusts people. The next day, visitors come to the shelter to choose a pet. The girls like Hagen, but he is aggressive and tries to pounce on them. Unfortunately, this is the worst option for him in the shelter. When a staff member tries to put Hagen in a cage with other dogs, the dog breaks free and bites into the employee's neck. Hundreds of dogs break out of the cage and join Hagen, and thus he becomes the new leader of the pack. The owner of the shelter tries to stop the red dog, and she faces a bad fate. Hungry and angry dogs attack passers-by, taking away their food. Soon, a pack of dogs surrounds the building where the concert is taking place. To be safe, people have to barricade themselves in the concert hall and wait for the police to help. The girl is convinced that Hagen is among the stray dogs and sets out to find him, riding through the empty streets. Suddenly, a pack of stray dogs runs out, knocking Lily off her bike. They run past the girl as if pursuing a specific goal. Having become the leader of the pack, Hagen decides to take revenge on the people who have harmed him. The first victim is the owner of the restaurant who sold it to Ray. Lily chases the pack, so she is the first to discover the crime scene. The police detain her for breaking the curfew and want to take her to a safe place. However, the girl manages to escape and get to a butcher shop. There she finds the shop owner, who is no longer breathing and was the next victim of Hagen's. The girl feels sick at the sight of this crime, but she finds the strength to call her father. Lily is going to find Hagen before the police eliminate him. The cops try to stop the dogs, but there are too many of them. At this time, Ray watches the news about stray dogs that have gone crazy and are acting in an organized manner. Suddenly, Hagen appears with his pack. The dogs force Ray to stay still, and the leader of the pack takes revenge on his enemy. Later, the girl runs home to her father and finds her neighbor not breathing, who had complained about the noisy dog earlier. Now Lily has no doubt that Hagen's pack is taking revenge on the people who hated dogs. The girl realizes that her father must be the last target. Lily immediately goes to her father's work, warning him of the danger. However, Daniel is worried about his daughter's safety, so he decides to find a weapon. Meanwhile, Lily finally meets Hagen. The girl is happy to see her pet, but he is angry, believing that his mistress has betrayed him. He comes closer and closer to his mistress, and angrily shows his teeth, preparing to pounce on her. At the same time, other dogs run towards them. At this point, Daniel tries to drive the dogs away with a blowtorch and save his daughter. This makes Hagen even more aggressive. The girl tries to calm everyone down, but the pack of dogs is about to attack her father. Then she decides to play the same tune she has always played for Hagen. Hearing the familiar melody, her dog finally calms down and lies down on the ground. The pack of dogs listen to the soothing music and follow Hagen's example. Daniel is still in shock and realizes that the danger is over. Now his daughter is safe. After the melody is finished, the girl lies down on the ground in front of Hagen and his pack, and Daniel joins them. If you have watched the video so far, you should know that I am happy to have viewers like you. Thank you for watching to the end. Subscribe to the channel and follow the news. Klonsak Recapped was with you. See you soon.